Hello, Internet. It is I, the Malik Aaron, and welcome back to Box Office Predictions. Today, we're going to be talking about The Return. So, as usual, we're going to be going over the pros and cons. So, let's get to it. Pros. Okay, what do we got? Ralph Fiennes, sure. I've talked about him recently. We're going to talk about him again. Yeah, Ralph Fiennes, most of you know him as Voldemort in the Harry Potter movies, obviously. You know, the bald, noseless guy. But besides that, he's done some other movies. I guess one of his earlier ones was Schindler's List. He voiced in Prince of Egypt, so I'm not going to really count that. What else we got? It's Red Dragon, Made in Manhattan. He voiced in the Wallace and Gromit Curse of the Were-Rabbit movie. Uh, he was in the Clash and Wrath of the Titans movies as Hades. Not like anyone wants to remember those movies because they weren't very good. Um, yeah, he was in the James Bond movies as a M. He voiced Alfred in the Lego Batman movie. There's Grand Budapest Hotel. Uh, Holmes and Watson. That's a movie that deserves to be forgotten by everyone. What else we have? The Menu, and well, almost 2 months ago he was in a Conclave, which did all right for itself considering modest, very modest expectations. Yeah, Ralph Fiennes is definitely a recognizable face. Juliette Binoche. I don't think I've ever talked about her once. Yeah, I don't think. No, no. Okay, it looks like a lot of foreign movies, judging by the titles. The English Patient. I know that not because I've watched it, but because I've heard it's a incredibly boring movie that many people believe shouldn't have been won Best Picture. Besides that, Stan Relive. Godzilla 2014. I don't know what she was doing in that, but she was in it. Ghost in the Shell 2017. Whitewashed Ghost in the Shell, which admittedly visually looked really cool, failed at everything else pretty much. So yeah, it was one of 2017's biggest flops. But besides that, nothing else really to note. So I can't really comment on her. But yeah, Ralph Fiennes, he's a draw. Well, I wouldn't say he's a draw, but he's a recognizable face. So I'll label it as a pro. Another pro, reviews for this are fine. 72% is fine, aggressively fine. I don't know what the audience score is. It's kind of mid. I'm seeing some 4.5s and some half stars. Oh, this one's interesting. It says, I created a Rotten Tomatoes account just to give this movie a half star. Yeah, half a star. It should have been released direct to Laserdisc circa 1997 for high school Latin classes to watches in quotations, the week before winter break. Like, okay. um, that's certainly a review. Uh, the, 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 oh, this one's a really good one. I don't even think it's about uh the movies. 1 star. I was distracted by the freezing temperature of the theater at AMC Shirlington. Felt like an outdoor showing without our stadium blankets. So the experience was not too great. I don't know if they still don't know if they liked the movie or not, but they hated the experience. And I wouldn't like the experience either. Like it being in a cold ass theater, that would suck. Yeah, that would not be a good time. So yeah, it's very. Let's say reactions are very mid from the few people who've seen this movie. But yeah, reviews are moderately fine, so I'll give that a pro. Cons, well, lackluster audience reaction is one. And another con is that the fact that I'm going to be very real here. I don't want to make any of these videos this weekend. I have no interest in any of these movies. I don't want to talk about any of these movies. I am bored of all these movies. This weekend's nothing. It is a nothing burger. It is a weekend to skip. That's what most people are going to do anyway until like real, big movies actually come out later this month. I'm not counting Craven part of that. Like Sonic 3 I feel like Sonic 3 is gonna be the movie of December. Mufasa will probably end up making more, but I really hope it doesn't because no one cares about Mufasa. That movie has no hype whatsoever. Sonic 3 has hype. Nosferatu has hype. Those are two movies I absolutely want to see and I absolutely want to talk about. And Craven, I want to talk about that too, but not for the right reasons. Everything else doesn't matter to me. And this weekend is just a waste of time, to be honest. So, yeah, and it doesn't help. It's post Thanksgiving weekend. Post Thanksgiving is historically a very slow time for movie going. Studios just decide not to release anything major and just wait till like the middle of the month to start releasing bigger movies. That's usually how it works, and this year is absolutely no exception. So, yeah. So, historically bad weekend for new releases and just lack of interest in like anything that's not Moana 2 or Wicked. Yeah, that's a con. Big con. I guess what else? Who's this? Bleecker Street. Okay. They've had like next to no success in their fairly long history. I mean, most of their movies can't even crack double digits. Like damn near all of them can't even crack double digits. And this year, I mean, ISS, One Life, Fabulous for Ezra. No one watched these movies. No one paid attention to these movies. So yeah, no one's gonna pay attention to this one either. So yeah, distributor that's had a severe lack of success or severe lack of movies that have really like popped off at the box office. Yeah, that's a con. And that's it. So opening weekend, I feel like $1 million is just no, absolutely not. I don't even know how many theaters this is opening, and I completely forgot. Oh, okay, I'm gonna find it right now. The Return. Okay, 629 theaters. So let me compare to Bleecker Street's other movies. Uh, Out of Darkness. How many theaters was this in? 800. That was like almost a million. Uh, Sasquatch Sunset. Not yeah. This is like 500K. I think that's more realistic. So I'm gonna go with 500K or lower for this, and its total it'll be like not even it won't even double its opening weekend. It'll disappear real quick once all the December movies start rolling in. And that's The Return. Okay, one down, three more to go. We got Solo Leveling, Reawakening, then Werewolves, then Y2K, and then we'll be done with this very, very dry weekend. So, yeah. Anywho, yeah, that's it. That's all. Make sure to subscribe, like this video, leave a comment, turn on notifications, share the whole drill. You want to check out more videos like this? Got playlists on the homepage, all previous prediction videos I made this year, the past few years. You want to watch any of them? Go right ahead. There's also box office recaps, where I go over the box office results for any particular month. Next week, I'll probably do my November recap. That'll be a nice month to talk about because it was actually positive, only because of of three movies, really two, but three that came out the end of the month that single-handedly saved November. and we'll guarantee that 2024 doesn't end in embarrassment. So, yeah, that'll be fun to talk about. So that'll be probably around next week or so. So stay tuned for that. But if you want to watch any of the past recap videos of Man on the channel, go right ahead. There's also the canceled series, 250 episodes, went over all the movies that were supposed to come out but didn't. I don't think I made a video on any of these movies here, as far as I know. Although I will check. I may have talked about Y2K, maybe. No, okay, I talked about none of them. But if you want to watch that series, you want to binge watch all the episodes in that series from beginning to end, I highly suggest you do that. So go do it. And yeah, that's it. That's all. I am out. Goodbye.